Good afternoon to you, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com, here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for Friday the 18th of October, 2013. Tropics nice and quiet. The phrase, no tropical cyclones at this time. We've been kind of used to it this season, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. If we take a look at a satellite loop, a visible satellite shot of the Atlantic Basin this afternoon, and you can tell just as easily as I can that there's really nothing out here to be concerned with. A pretty decent gathering of moisture here to the east of the Windward Islands. Nothing really looking like it'll develop from that. None of the global computer models show what we call tropical cyclogenesis. Weak area of low pressure here to the northeast of the Bahamas, but it is convection free. Very, very weak. Pressures are pretty high out in this region. So no worries there, nothing coming out of the Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico. Another weak tropical wave here in the eastern Caribbean. And that is about it for the Atlantic Basin. Looking at the eastern Pacific, there is an area of interest off the southern coast. I guess I'm trying to say to the southwest of Guatemala and south of Mexico here. 20% chance of development in the short term, 40% in the longer term. This looks like it would move off to the west and west-northwest, somewhere like this over the next several days. Might develop. The Euro shows a very small system, a very small tropical cyclone developing out of this and getting pretty close to parts of Mexico over here. This could be a pretty slow mover and pretty slow to develop. And we have time to watch it, so we'll analyze it each day. Satellite shot of that region just off the Tropical Weather Outlook map. You can see a little bit of convection getting onto land. So every once in a while, this could bring some periods of heavy rain to portions of southern Mexico. Meanwhile, out in the western Pacific, Typhoon Francisco getting stronger, better organized as it moves off to the northwest here over the next several days. Going to be a formidable typhoon, possibly heading towards southern Japan. You can see, let me take the track and forecast plot away. Very well developed eye right there in the center of what we call the central dense overcast here. Just your classic typhoon. Look at that upper level anticyclonic flow in the atmosphere. It's just a beautiful work of nature. Hopefully it'll stay east of Japan, maybe recurve as it is called, to the east of Japan, but it might come in here to the southern part of the country before turning back out as a strong trough digs in coming off of the Asian continent. So we'll see. We'll watch this throughout the weekend. It's still over the Philippine Sea, the western Pacific out in the open, and it's got a few more days until it would be a real threat to Japan. Well, that is it from me for today. Nothing else to talk about, and that's great news. Have a great weekend ahead. Again, I am Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com, my site. Always an honor and a privilege to be able to produce these videos. I hope you learned something from them. Even in years when it's pretty tame like this, there's always stuff to learn from and to talk about, and that's what we do. So hopefully you benefit from that, and I appreciate being able to do that for you. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again tomorrow and Sunday with more video blogs through the next couple of days ahead.